Hey, this is Kina Knisley. This is Real Talk about Real Estate. And today I have Ashley Layton from Yuma, Arizona. So, Ashley, how are things in Yuma? First of all, where is Yuma?
So, great question. Yuma is right on the corner. It's the southwest corner of Arizona. We are in between Mexico and California.
So, do you have military bases there, or why are people moving to Yuma?
We do. We have two military installations. We have the Marine Corps Air Station Yuma, and then we also have a small Army post. It's the Yuma Proving Grounds. And then we also have a lot of Border Patrol down here. We have a lot of government employees that are all like federal employees that are all down here.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what's your average price point if we want to come buy a home in Yuma?
So that's a great question. Most of my buyers that are coming down here are all mostly families that are relocating. They're always looking for a 3 or 4 bedroom home. If they're looking for one without a pool, I tell them that the average is around 325 to 350. And then if they want one with a pool, they're looking more in the 450 to 500 range.
So, wow. So here, a lot of people aren't looking for pools. It's weird. Sometimes they don't even want a pool because of the extra cost and liability. And
Opposite here. So the temperature yesterday was 120. So most people are like, oh my gosh, find me a pool. And then I have to explain to them that your cold water is warm during June, July, and August. So you could almost turn your hot water tank off. That's how hot the water can get. But I love it. I grew up.
like,
My husband and I are high school sweethearts, and we're originally from Massachusetts. So to transplant from Massachusetts to Kansas to here, because we had the Army life, I can never go back to snow. I love to visit the snow. I'm never shoveling the snow. I will shovel sand all day, every day, but never snow.
yeah, I don't think you could ever get me to leave the nice weather. I do like the snow for about a week to ski. That's about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I will
How would
be
my
in
dog
this.
survive, right?
I'll be in a ski lodge, and I'll have a hot toddy ready for you.
Yes, yes, we'll hang there. So now who else is moving there? Is it just military or do you have some other industry that's bringing people to Yuma?
We do have other industries that are slowly starting to come down here. We actually will have a new Amazon plant that will be opening up in the next year. We have a battery operating, it's like a solar plant that will be on the outskirts of Yuma, about 45 miles away. So that'll be here soon. We also have a lot of seasonal visitors that come down here either to be field workers and they relocate from California to here. So we are the winter lettuce capital of the world in Yuma. So if you eat lettuce during, I think it's the end of November until I think the last crop I just saw was pulled end of April, maybe. So if you see lettuce then, you can thank a farmer in Yuma, Arizona. That's where your lettuce came from. Right now we have watermelons and cantaloupes that are growing.
Oh, so you can probably get them pretty cheap here because you don't want to know what I paid for watermelon.
No, I don't.
I picked up a quarter of a watermelon yesterday was $12 just for the quarter of a watermelon. I need to come to Yuma.
I was given a watermelon by a farmer at our swim program who they had an overabundance. So they brought like 2 dozen and said, here, give it to all the coaches. Well, we had a swim meet. So they told us, hey, why don't you guys just some of the families take it? So I did.
Yeah, yeah. You're talking $48 for a watermelon.
Oh my gosh. And we have a variety of sizes, but the ones I like the best are the smaller ones because they're the juicier ones.
So, but yeah, you don't even look. You just pick it up, take it home and enjoy it. Don't look at it.
Exactly.
That price tag. So now what else is fun to do in Yuma?
So it really depends on the time of year. So right now, with it being so hot, a lot of people have boats and jet skis and they're going down to the river or to Martinez Lake and they're enjoying the water. During the winter, though, we have a lot more people that come to visit and they're going into the desert and they're using their dune buggies or razors or forerun, whatever sand toys they have. And they're out in the desert riding along. We have a lot of camping. But the winter months are also when we have all of our festivals. So we have a tacos and tune festival, a tamale festival, the date festival, as in like the dates that you eat. And then my personal favorite is the balloon festival that we have in November.
Oh my goodness, the taco one sounds fabulous.
It really is. I've gone a couple times, but the hot air balloon is definitely my favorite. They're here for about a week and they shoot off in the mornings on certain days. So I let my kids not go to school super early those days and we go and we watch them take off. And then they do like a lighting festival on usually that Saturday night. It's the last event and it's almost like fireworks, but it's with the hot air balloons and they're on the ground and you just watch them and it's so cool.
Oh, wow. Now,
Yeah.
so what about investments? Is it a good place to invest? Can you cash flow with long term? And then do they allow short term nightly rentals or?
Yeah, so we definitely have a variety of short-term, mid-term, and long-term rentals here. We have a lot of people that do want their short-term rentals when they're coming to ride in the desert or to go to the lake. Then we have a lot of nurses and medical professionals that come down here to relocate to our hospitals, and they're looking typically for a 6-month stay. So they're looking for more of something that's fully furnished. They don't necessarily care if there's a pool or not, but they want something where they can go and not have to worry about anything. And then long term, because we have so much military and government that are constantly coming here, we definitely always need rentals.
So, wow. So, like, what are your rents running? Are they going to run enough to cover the payment with the interest rates now? So, what DSCR is like 6.99.
Yeah, it really depends on what you're buying. I've seen some rentals be as low as 1,800. I've seen them as high as 6,000. So it really just depends on your house, what amenities you're offering, and if you're fully furnished or not fully furnished.
So, wow. So, definitely need to look at. I've honestly never been to Yuma. The 120 degrees would probably keep me away. To be honest, I'll have to come and visit you deep winter time. So, what
I
are the
would love that.
temperatures in the winter?
Our winter temps are, I don't know, like 60s,
Oh,
70s.
really? You have that much
Yeah.
difference?
Yeah. We have gotten as low as 30s and 40s. I will never forget, this is my favorite story to tell people. So when we relocated here, I bought my house sight unseen. My husband was here living in an apartment. I hired a realtor. We hated them. They were awful. They basically told us, I'm not going to show you a house until you're ready, because you're wasting my time. And so I refuse to be a realtor like that. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? But whatever. So then they're no longer a realtor. Big shock. Hired a new realtor. Loved him. He was great. But there were little things that him and my husband missed. Like when we bought our house, the shower heads here are a lot lower than what we're used to. My husband and I are 5'9" and 6'1". So we need something that's
Yeah.
we considered standard height. Well, some of the older homes here, standard height was 5 feet. So we move into this house, and why would I think anything different? I open the shower door. I'm like, sir, how are we going to shower? So we're like ducking when we're taking showers. So we had to do a full remodel. But the day we moved in, we were moving from Kansas, and it was snowing the day we left in Kansas. And when we got here, it was 75, almost 80 degrees. And my oldest was 2, almost 3 at the time, and he's running around in shorts and a t-shirt. And I hear my neighbors yelling at her son, "You've got to put on your winter coat." I'm like, winter coat? It's 73. Like, who needs a winter coat? Now I am hey, do you have your jacket? Because it's freezing outside.
Oh, yeah. We wear socks at 70.
Yeah,
So, it's cold.
it
So
is
are you getting snowbirds? Like I know
Yeah.
Phoenix, the area, they get a lot of the snowbirds that come in.
Yes, we
Uh,
get a lot of winter visitors.
so, but wow, it sounds amazing though. And then you're so close to California, which you did say was farmlands. Can you just kind of pop down to Mexico to get tequila and vanilla?
You can. So, Algodones is one
Two,
of the
the two
closest spots.
things that you really need from Mexico. So,
Algodones is one of the closest spots for us, and it's actually the dental capital of Mexico. So a lot of people will come down here to get their dental work done if they don't have dental insurance, get their work done in Mexico, and then come back.
Oh, that's interesting. So they're staying
Mhm.
in their short-term rentals to go get their dental work.
Exactly.
Oh, that
Yeah,
the things I learn on these little interviews.
I know.
God. So that is so cool. But is there anything else you want people to know about Yuma?
Um, Gosh, I don't even know. I do have some favorite recommendations of restaurants if you do
Oh,
come.
yes, yes. We need to go to
So,
restaurants.
of course, because of where we're a town full of Mexican restaurants, right? So you can blink and see another Mexican restaurant. There, my family's favorite is called Mr. G's and Chili Pepper. They are a family. It's two different locations, same food though. And it's definitely our big go-to in Yuma. It's like a staple. And then another location that people love is going to El Charro or Mr. Burrows. My husband, though, swears by stands for his breakfast burritos. He thinks they are just the absolute best in Yuma.
Oh, now you're making me hungry. That sounds delicious. I definitely need to go to Yuma. I'm telling my husband.
Let's do it.
You know, I did interview Shelly Laster, who's in Tucson, and she had me convinced. I was packing my house. I was going because she's like, no, it's 10 degrees cooler. My husband's like, yeah, she means 110, not 120. That's what 10 degrees does. I'm like, no,
So
never
I
mind.
was in Phoenix. I was in Phoenix this weekend, and it was literally when I got to Yuma, almost 10 degrees cooler than it was in Phoenix.
Oh,
Now, mind you, I wasn't in Yuma during the day. By the time I got here, it was 3 p.m. So it was, I think, 1:12 when I got here. But when we left Phoenix, it was 1:20. So I'm like, I'll take 1:12 over 1:20 all day, every day. And I jumped right into the pool.
I'll
Like,
keep
nope, not even messing around.
my nice little 80 degrees with my with my breezes right now. So,
Well, when you live here for so long, we've been here for 10 years, you forget about the summer a little bit because it never rains. We've had rain like 3 times in the last 18 months. The weather is it's almost always sunny. So from October to April, the weather is beautiful outside. So we forget how hot it gets in June and July and August.
so, well, I don't know. I probably remember. So, but it was so great talking with you. Thank you so much for sharing Yuma with us because I just need one giant road trip across the United States and come.
I love it. I would love to have you come stay in one of our short-term rentals.
Yeah.
Or you can even just stay at my house. We're totally
I'm
good
going
with
to
that
come
too.
check out the investments there. So,
Yeah.
yes. All right. Well, thank you so much. This has been Real Talk About Real Estate. Thank you so much for joining us. If you know anybody who wants to buy, sell, or invest in Yuma, Arizona, I can get you connected. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.